Hey guys, this is Substitute Topher here, filling in for TheTopher, and today we're driving the 2022 Lexus LX 600 Luxury on a bit of an off-road course. We'll have a much more in-depth review on this Lexus LX 600 once we have it back home in Michigan, but as for right now, we are at Eagles Canyon Raceway in Texas, so we're just going to be doing some off-road impressions on this brand new Lexus flagship SUV. And before we get started, before we start messing around with the drive modes and stuff, let's hop out and take a quick walk around it. A pretty basic spec on this LX 600. It's just a metallic black with a black interior. We've got some properly large wheels on this thing. Let's see just how large they are. 22s. Not necessarily the most ideal thing for off-roading. We're just running on some Dunlop all-season tires. Let's go ahead and hop in here and we'll talk some more technical details on the LX 600. So, similar to the new Toyota Sequoia and Toyota Tundra, this is powered by Toyota's 3.5-liter turbocharged V6 engine, makes about 400 horsepower, and that is sent to all four wheels via this 10-speed automatic transmission. This LX 600 has adaptive suspension, and it also has a hitch with an 8,000-pound towing capacity. So all pretty cool stuff to see in this new LX 600. We have a screen here that, as far as I can see, is mostly devoted to our off-road settings. We also have some climate controls there as well. But you can see your brake and acceleration meters there. You can see how high or low the truck is sitting. You can adjust the ride height here with these buttons, so you can see here it blinking there as I raise it up as it goes up to the next ride height. We've got our mode select here for just our overall drive modes: Sport, Sport S Plus, Custom, Eco, Comfort, and Normal. We're gonna stay in Normal mode today and mainly just mess with our four-wheel drive settings. You can see if you turn the knob all the way to the left, it puts you into 4 low, but you probably have to be in neutral for that to activate. Yes, you do. Okay. And then turn all the way to the right, and that puts you back into 4 high, drops the suspension down slightly, and you're not in as much of a VMAX off-road setting. Let's just start out in the most normal setting that there is and just see how this thing performs. There's all sorts of off-road amenities in this LX 600, which, if you don't really know much about these trucks, you wouldn't really expect, because it seems just like a big flagship luxury SUV, but this is really a serious off-roader. Let's go ahead and get started here. Now, there are going to be a couple of gentlemen talking to me on this drive today. We have a couple of spotters just to make sure that us journalists here don't wreck any very expensive vehicles. We have a new infotainment system in this LX 600. You can see right here, Eagle Canyon Raceway. That's the racetrack right there where I just got a ride along in the new GR Corolla, and you guys will see that video very soon if it's not already up. A proper piece of machinery there. So just over this loose gravel surface, after coming out of a Tacoma, this LX 600 feels like it's just absolutely floating, even with these 22-inch wheels and slightly low-profile tires. It's doing a pretty good job. Super light steering. And if I've learned anything from James May, it's when you're off-roading, you keep your thumbs on the outside of the steering wheel. Is that a real thing, or is that just like a joke on Top Gear and Grand Tour? It's got to be a real thing, right? So the old LX was powered by a V8. They've ditched that now for a smaller engine, a V6, but they've added a couple of turbochargers. So you do feel the difference in horsepower and torque when you're on-road, but I have not driven this off-road yet, so I'm curious to see how it's going to perform. These will be my raw first impressions for off-roading the LX 600. You can see we've got a couple of other Toyota vehicles on the course today. There's the new Tundra over there. I forgot what the color of that 4Runner is, but the very bright green Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. You can see if we press that MTS button, it changes the function of our drive mode select. So we've got auto, dirt, sand, mud, and deep snow. You know, I'm going to leave this thing in auto. I really just want to see how this performs on its own. We'll go ahead and leave it in that. But they did tell me, actually, when I was in the Tacoma, that they prefer us to be in four-wheel drive low. So we'll go ahead and put that on right now. You can see it deactivates a lot of our safety assist systems, but we should be able to get up this hill just fine. We want to minimize wheel spin so we don't tear up the course for anyone else. Also, when we are in four-wheel drive low, it puts on our front-facing camera as well as our side cameras. Look at that. It gives you some boundary lines here to see how close you are to obstacles that may be in your way. All right, guys, here we go. We are entering the course in 4-low for our initial ascent. Front camera working nicely. Hey there.
Again.
Hey again, I've got a camera this time.
Cool. You in 4-low?
I am.
Badass.
Yep.
All right, go for it.
Good to go? All right. Get to feel the... Ooh, all right.
Hi.
Hey there.
Are we in low?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Oh, you've been around before, haven't
I
you?
have,
Oh,
just
yeah.
once, but yeah.
Yeah. So keep it going, but nice and slow. That's it. You got it. A little bit of gas.
Yep.
Keep it going. Keep it going. That's it. To the left.
To the left, to the left. Wow! That's quite a bit of angle there. Feels pretty planted even on these all-season tires. Pretty cool. It's nuts to think that this massive SUV just lumbering around here doesn't just want to tip on its side. You can see that 4Runner going around there. It's a nice visual of what we're about to be doing in a much bigger, much taller Lexus LX. Hey there.
Got it.
How we looking?
Tighten up on the radius a
'Kay.
little bit.
Yep.
There you go.
Not gonna fall on my side.
No, you're not.
It feels like it.
Steering and go.
Thank you. If you want something that you can off-road while it air conditions your butt and just makes the whole suspension experience as soft as possible for you, get yourself a Lexus LX 600. This is amazing. Oh, and it thinks I'm talking to it. Probably can't say the L word in here as you drive about. All right, so we're gonna leave this in 4-low for this rocky bit here. I'm gonna carry a little bit of speed going up here. Don't wanna get stuck. You can feel that traction control, thinking about how to get up. Now we're gonna ford a little water fixture. I'm gonna carry some speed out of here so we don't get stuck. Use that front camera to make sure I don't run into the 4Runner. The next section of the course is just flat grass, and we're encouraged to drive a little bit faster, so we'll be able to see some of the higher performance off-road driving. We're gonna go ahead and switch this back into 4-wheel drive high. Let the suspension figure itself out and whatnot. We'll probably play around with the traction control a little bit as well. All right, so just back in 4 high now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn traction off so we can hopefully have a little bit of fun out here. See what this Lexus LX 600 can do. There we go. Try out manual mode. So even though this LX 600 may seem like it's mostly at home in the low speed stuff, which really it is, can also do this higher speed stuff without many problems. The first time I drove this car, I was a little bit disappointed because I was expecting more of a dramatic evolution of the LX. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that they didn't dramatically evolve this car, because you still feel the roots of the previous gen LX with the V8. Obviously this one feels slightly more modern, but it still feels like an LX, and I can appreciate that. Even in these high-speed sections, it feels good. Yeah. A little bit of understeer. To remember that we are just, ooh, yes, haha. We are just on some all-season tires, so you gotta be careful with the front end of the car here. Yeah, this is just such a comfortable off-roader. And just kind of letting the car figure out what it wants to do with the suspension. Has been fine this entire time. I haven't even had to mess with raising or lowering it. Man, I want to jump this right now, but I don't want to have to pay the tab on a $105,000 SUV. A little bit of a banked part here. Give her a little bit. That was a little fast. May have rolled over the sidewall slightly. Full-time four-wheel drive limits some of the things you can do, but especially in a big wobbly 4x4. All right, guys, well, that's going to wrap up our off-road drive of the Lexus LX600. I hope you have enjoyed. And like I've said a couple of times, we will have a full review on this car once we get it back home. I myself am looking forward to watching that because I always like watching the TheTopher when he's driving these big Toyota SUVs because he's truly in his element. It's his special favorite thing. So definitely look forward to that video. We'll have a couple other videos on the Winding Road Magazine channel, on the LX600 on the street. So plenty of LX600 content if that's your thing. It's definitely a super cool SUV. Go ahead and park up here a little bit down the road, do one last little walk around, and then that'll wrap it up for us for today's video. All right, turn traction control back on. The car lowers back down as you shut it off. Cool stuff. Are there rattlesnakes in Texas? I'm slightly concerned about that, but we'll just make this quick. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Substitute Topher filling in for the TheTopher today, and we'll see you real soon in the next video. Thanks, guys. Take care.